So, I guess this is the, second part to my, last video, but explaining how I, came out and stuff. And, I don't know how long this will be. I'll try to make it quick because I didn't get much sleep last night, and, I have a lot to do before I can, get some sleep tonight. But I wanted to make this first because I thought it was kind of important. But I guess in a way I'll talk about more about what has helped been, I'll talk about more in this video about what has been helping me, what has helped me, more recently. And here's my cat again for this video too, I guess. But again, just like the last video, I don't know where this will go. Yeah, so I guess I don't really know where to start, but because I kind of forgot some of the stuff I mentioned in my last video, so I don't want to repeat anything. But I guess I could start with after coming out as agender again. Ow, she bit me. But after coming out as agender again and stuff, when that was hard, it got has been a lot harder, because then it was it kind of, I guess in a way, affected how I saw my sexuality, because in the past I questioned my sexuality a lot before I came out the first time as agender. And in case I didn't mention it in the last video, I came out twice as agender, once through a Facebook post, I think, because that's how I communicate with a lot of my friends and family on there. And she keeps on biting me. But and the second time was to my mom and stepdad, which didn't really go that good. But anyways, so after the second time, yeah, so that was pretty hard, and I've been questioning my sexuality for a long time, and I guess in a way, I know more about what my sexuality is, but the label to it is, I guess I know what the label is, but again, it's kind of hard, because being both FTM and agender, it's like a lot of people don't accept people who identify as agender to have that type of label for their sexuality, if that makes sense, and I'll explain about this more later. But yeah, so that was really hard, and especially when I was with my in a relationship with my girlfriend, I was questioning it a lot too, because I knew I wasn't straight, but around that time it felt like that I had to at least be bisexual, pan, or straight, which I knew I wasn't straight from the beginning. But that was hard, because if it just felt like being how this is beginning to this is around the time when I was having troubles transitioning. This is not at the start of when I started taking testosterone shots. I was taking those for a while, but those were becoming difficult to take. And talking about this, I just remember that I forgot to take this week's shot. But anyways, so you're making it hard to talk in this video. Oh my god. But I don't know what she's doing. But like I said, it was just really hard. And recently, maybe a few months ago, like 2 months ago, longer than that, or shorter than that. It wasn't that long ago, but there was this. I guess this was a time when I was identifying more as masculine, and I wasn't being open towards myself. This is like like a few months after I came out as agender the second time, and I kind of like closeted myself as agender again, because like I said, it's coming out the second time, didn't it turn out that good? And I guess I was having trouble accepting myself for being that way. And so, especially like some of the stuff I mentioned in my last video had affected that in some way. But anyways, that was really hard, and I was doing like some research, or not really research, but I was trying to try to find, look up, I guess, more look up more people that are like me or feel about their sexuality the same way as I do. And I found out that there is like a lot of it was actually trans. There's a few trans women. For some reason, I can't find much about the I couldn't find much online about the subject with trans men. It was mostly like trans women, which I have no problem with that, but it was just I guess I was just kind of shocked that there wasn't a lot of trans men talking about it. But anyways, there is this link I read, and I would try to add that in the description, but I have no idea where that link is anymore, so I might not be able to add it. But anyways, it was talking about these two trans women who, before they came out, they identified as gay. And before they came out as trans, they identified as gay, and then they came out as lesbians after coming out as trans a while into their transitions, because they felt like before the transition that they had to mostly identify as gay, because if they were to be in a relationship with a woman, with another woman, that they feel like they'd have to be forced into the masculine role of the relationship. And I guess in a way that kind of, like with my last relationship, that I guess in a way I felt that way too. And it's not saying that I had no feelings for her. I did, and I guess I do still, but not like how it was in the past. But it was I remember like a lot during that time. It felt like I had to make myself the masculine role in that relationship, and I didn't really like that. And I guess later in the relationship that did cause stress, which I thinking about it now would make some sense. But there's like a lot more to do with that relationship that I don't want to like talk about. But anyways, that caused a lot of stress, and I guess in a way I just didn't really feel normal until I read what those those women said in that link, and it really opened my eyes a bit. And so for a while I identified as gay, and I guess I still do. But then there's people saying, not specifically to me, I mean, I read this because I don't really get out much due to, like I said in my past experiences, so I don't like, I try not to get out much, because even though I want to get out much, I don't want to, I guess, this is like a really hard time with everything that's been going on with within the trans community, and with all the LGBT community, with, the whole Trump administration stuff going on. So it's been kind of really stressful, and it's been kind of triggering for me if someone uses like the wrong pronoun, if they use she, her, hers pronouns for me. It's been kind of hard. So anyways, I'm kind of trying to avoid people at the moment outside my family, but I guess I kind of got off subject because, or she jumped up on me, and I kind of lost track. But track of my thoughts. But sorry, but there was, yeah. So that was So like I said, I wasn't told this specifically, but I did read mostly online, because that's where I get most of my information from, that in books. But there's not much good, reliable LGBT books, I guess, or at least not ones that are more recent. But I've been reading a lot online, not recently. This is while ago, but it was a lot of people talk about how people who identify as agender can identify as gay because gay, if you identify as gay, it's mostly you are a man who's attracted to men. But there are some people who also say that that agender, people who identify as agender or non-binary can identify as gay. So there's this whole, so in this way, I guess at this moment, because of this, I don't really know how to identify with my sexuality. But so like for the moment, I kind of like bounce back and forth between gay and queer because that's what feels right to me. Yeah, and so there is this also this more about the gender part of everything. There is this link I want to talk about. I guess I can't really talk about more because I want you guys to read it more than listen to me talk about it because I think it was really I guess not really eye-opening to me, but it was just really, I guess it kind of made me happy in a way how this person talked because it about them coming out because it was it just made me feel more like I could actually, like, I'm not alone. But again, like I said, I'll talk about that more later. But anyways, more about the gender part. There was which I guess will be more about being agender up to the end of this, for the rest of this video. But so there is this show, and it's a kids show. It's like based for kids, and so I haven't really watched it. I haven't really watched it for a few years until recently, even though I heard a lot about it, especially in the LGBT plus community. And I don't know if I think almost everyone in the LGBT plus community has heard about it by now in some way. I mean, I heard about it a lot, and I didn't really notice how much I heard about this until I started watching a few episodes. But there is a show on Cartoon Network which I mostly have to watch online because I can't watch it on Cartoon Network. But there's a show on Cartoon Network called Steven Universe, and it's mostly about this, I think he's 14-year-old boy who's who mostly lives with and has these adventures with these beings called the crystal gems, which are these gems, but their bodies take on the form of light, so they're it's, I forgot how to explain it, but it's like their bodies are a construct and they're not real. But it's you have to watch like a few videos or read about it to actually understand it more. Because I cannot explain it to you without it's getting really confusing. But that really helped a lot, especially with the later episodes when they're doing more gender neutral stuff, I guess, which I guess they have been doing throughout the whole series, but I guess to maybe like through the later or the first season it got more noticeable to me at least. And I guess that show really helped, and even though it is a children's show, or is said to be a children's show, I do I guess I hold a lot of respect to it because during the time, I forgot when I started watching it exactly, but around after the time I came out the second time as agender, and when I had myself when I closeted myself for, I think I'll be like the third time I closeted myself a lot these past 2 years, but that watching that show really helped, and I like rewatch it a lot when I'm having doubts or depression towards my, I guess, my whole identity, from my sexuality to my gender identity. And I just find it really helpful because they talk a lot about non-binary people, and especially in a world, or at least with how the world is right now, it's it's been really hard, especially because of like how people see non-binary people. Um, and it's just I don't want to repeat myself, and I guess I just don't really know what to say. Um, but without sounding, I guess without sounding stupid, because I used to get teased a lot by some of the shows I watched, but like I said, it was just really helpful. There was this it was actually, it didn't really help me as much as this one character did. It is so the characters in the show, some of them can fuse, and if they're gems or part gems, they can fuse with others. And like I said, I won't explain much about that. I'll try to add like maybe a link or two about the show, explain the show a bit more if anyone is interested in learning more about it. But there is this fusion named Stefani, and I guess just the way that they are presented, just I guess kind of opened my eyes towards how I should be more accepting towards myself. And especially after that, and I really look up to that character, so especially after that first episode with them in it, I think that's when I actually started to be more open about my identity. And with the whole Trump thing going on lately, I kind of closeted myself in for a while again, but I've been starting to slowly open myself back up towards being more truthful towards who I am and how I identify. And it just really, I honestly think that if this show was on in the past when I was because I think I did mention in my last video that I used to self-harm, and I think that show would have actually helped a lot. And I honestly, even before I knew I was trans or non-binary in any way, I think that show would have actually honestly really helped me. I honestly don't think I would have self-harmed at all if I would have watched that show much sooner. I don't remember like when it all started, so I don't know if that show was even out back then. But it was just in a way I also really like it, because you know how there's like young LGBT plus people out there, so having a show like this I really do honestly think can help a lot of people out there, no matter how old they are. Yeah, so that's so I guess because I don't really go to any LGBT support groups lately, because I'm trying to there's this whole thing behind it. It's nothing bad, but it's just because I haven't been able to attend any LGBT plus support groups lately, I guess. And the one that I used to go to was like a second home to me. I guess the show kind of became my second home too, if that makes sense, which probably sounds stupid to a lot of people, but it just really helped me through a lot, and it still helps me through a lot. And I still do have doubts about my identity and how I should identify, and sometimes it gets really bad, especially much recently. Like actually a few days after I made my last video, it was getting kind of bad again. But if I have been doing stuff like practicing guitar and watching that rewatching some of the episodes from that show, and that it's just been really helping me. But I don't want to keep on rambling. And I don't really know if I mentioned everything that I wanted to in this video. But yeah, it's just the whole it's just the oh yeah, so about the link, that's what I was gonna mention, sorry, but the link I mentioned earlier was about the show creator Rebecca Sugar, who's the creator of Steven Universe, and apparently she also I forgot what she did, but she also was part of Adventure Time, and I only saw like a few episodes from that back when I was in elementary school, but I stopped. But I honestly didn't know this till recently, but she came they came out as as a non-binary woman recently, or I guess not recently, but I just found out about this recently, like maybe a few months ago. And that the link was really eye-opening in a way. Not eye-opening, but I don't really know what to call it at the moment, but it really did help a lot. And there was a time before when I was like in a hiatus of making YouTube videos and stuff. There was a time where that reading what she said about her identity, it just really helped me a lot through that time. That when I was struggling with my identity, but the link was mostly about how she was talking about. I guess it's kind of I don't want to like mess up any of what she said, but she was talking about how she uses both how she identifies as a non-binary woman because she doesn't. I think it went along the lines of she doesn't mind being seen as a woman, but she mostly identifies as non-binary, and she uses she, her, hers, and they, them, theirs pronouns, and that really like I said, I'll add the link in the description. I think that'll be like the first link if I add more than one in this. That'll be the main link in the description. But that what she said really helped, and I actually did I think she first did us there in a Comic-Con thing, which I was here on YouTube last night watching that video. And I didn't know she that's when she mentioned that but started mentioning that. But it just really helped because it made me feel how I wasn't so alone in being identifying as not non-binary, but using both they, them, theirs, and he, him, his pronouns. Which she uses she, her, hers, and they, them, theirs pronouns, but you kind of get what I mean. But and I guess I also do use another set of pronouns, gender-neutral pronouns, except they're more neo-pronouns, and I know a lot of people don't accept those, especially people in the LGBT community, or at least, a lot of the people who I've met in the LGBT plus community don't really like neo-pronouns. Or at least the ones that I use, at least, which aren't really... They aren't offensive in any way, so I don't really know why. But to me, I just they just make me feel more comfortable about my identity. So but I tend to rarely use them. So I kind of had those pronouns away. I might mention them in a future video if I get more comfortable in using them. Well, yeah. So I guess that's all I was going to say in this video. I don't, like I said many times in this, I don't want to keep ranting, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to, that right after I'm finished uploading this video, that I'm going to be remembering more about what I wanted to talk about. And I do actually plan, if that does happen, I do plan to make at least two more videos next week, because I might not be able to upload anything this weekend. But I do plan to upload some more videos next week about with some LGBT plus topics, and maybe like talking about my pets maybe more, if anyone's interested in that. But yeah, so I'll try to like mention more about, if I think of anything more I wanted to mention in this video, I'll most likely mention them in the future videos. And which will probably be soon after this video, because the last video took a few days to upload when I thought it was going. I originally had my my last video to upload after maybe a few hours after my Won't Be Erased video, but it took a few days for some reason because of how large it is, I guess. And so this is probably going to take until near the weekends to upload, so I don't know when you guys are going to be seeing this, but yeah, so anyways, I will be uploading more videos soon, whether it's a few days after this video to sometime late next week. And I guess to anyone watching this, I just wanted to thank you for taking the time to watch this, because it's I guess it's been kind of hard to make these kind of videos, because I honestly don't know what to say in them without rambling or feeling like I'm going to frustrate or upset people in some way, or bore someone in some way. But again, I just really wanted to thank you a lot for taking the time to watch this video, if you watched any of it or the full thing, and for watching any of my other videos. But yeah, it's thank you for doing that, and I'll and 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 I wanted to thank anyone who plans to like watching my future videos, because that really means a lot too. But yeah, before I ramble anymore, I'll stop the video here. So I guess so I guess that'll be it. But I'll try to end the video on my cats, I guess, for something different. I don't know, but I don't know where this video is going. But again, I know I've been saying this a lot, but just really thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see all of you in my next video, whenever that'll be. Bye. Are you gonna say bye? You're facing the wrong way. Hey. Are you gonna say bye to any of the viewers? You're just gonna rub your head against the counter? Okay. Say bye.